What's up guys, welcome back for another DevPro Duel video. There is a new archetype coming up. They're called Hermit Yukai. They're one of the, in the upcoming series, and they have a lot of similarities with Six Samurais and with Spirits, as you'll see in the videos. There are currently 5 cards. We already know about the archetype. We have 3 monsters, one of them is a pendulum monster, and 1 trap card, which acts like an Infinity Barrier, but not as powerful, and also the continuous spell, the Shrine, which acts like a Gateway of the Six for the archetype. But let's take a quick look at the monsters themselves. First we have Kamaitachi, I believe it's called. It's level 4, a Beast Warrior, so searchable with tankies, and that's why at this moment the Fire Fist engine is nice to, it is a nice synergy with each other. Kamaitachi, I will call it Kama from now on, is level 4, 1600 attack, but when it's normal summoned, you can special summon one other Hermit Yukai monster from your hand, except Kama itself. So most of the time you'll be special summoning your Yama, Misaki I believe it's called, which is a level 6. So I'll discuss the Yama now. Yama is a level 6 monster, as I said, so you need to special summon it by the effect of, for example, Kama. And Yama acts like a catastor when it's on the field, so when it battles a non-wind type monster from the opponent, the opponent monster is immediately destroyed. So it's pretty much a catastor effect like catastor. Its second effect of Yama is that when it's pendulum summoned, at that moment, when it's pendulum summoned, you can destroy 1 card on the field. At this moment, it's not really good to run to run the archetype with pendulums, because as I already said, they only have 1 pendulum monster currently known for the archetype, and that's Daibakaze, I believe its name is. But it's a scale of 7, but it's a high level monster, so at this moment it's not really useful. But I'm sure if we get more support for the archetype, the card will be definitely staple in the deck. It's the Daiba, the pendulum monster, does have a monster effect that when it's summoned to the field, normal special summoned, you can bounce up to 1 or 2 cards on the field back to the hand. It's not that great. But you'll most of the time use this card mainly for your pendulum scale of 7. As I said, at this moment, with the current support, the deck is not really good main decking your pendulum scale, because we don't have any low pendulum scale monster yet for the archetype. So you have to look out for maybe Leonidas, the DDD monster, which has a scale of 3, or Foucault's Magical Stone, which has a scale of 2 and also a built-in Twister effect. As I said, it's not really consistent for now. Also for the monsters again, the Kamaitachi does have an extra effect that when you have another Hermit Yukai monster on the field, you can bounce back 1 face-up card from the opponent back to the hand, so it's nice out to synchros, for example. Quickly, the spell card. Spell card is pretty much a Gateway of the Six, that every time when you normal or special summon a Hermit Yukai monster, it will get 2 counters, and you can remove 2 counters from it to gain, to give all of your Hermit monsters 600 attack. You can just remove 3 counters to search out a Hermit monster from your deck. And then last, the trap card. It acts like an Infinity Barrier, but it has a downside that you can only activate it when your only monsters on the field are Hermit Yukai monsters. And as you see, I do play a lot of other monsters like the Fire Fist engine and also the Trap Trick engine to give the deck more consistency. But I'm sure if we get more support for the archetype, the deck will be definitely both cards in the side deck, the Pendulum monster and the Infinity Barrier, the technique, will be definitely staple in the main deck. But for now, I think this is a bit better to run. Anyway, let's see some duels. Okay, the first duel is against Shaddoll. Pretty good game. I think he gets to start with the set Hedgehog and the set Breakthrough skill. And looking at my hand, Tenki is also with Tenki you can search out your Kama, the one that's normal summoned now. Try to activate its effect. Also my Shrine gets 2 counters. Breakthrough skills, good move obviously, so I cannot special summon my Yama from the hand. and again gain 2 counters on my shrine to search out another monster from my deck. So the breakthrough skill definitely helped him here. Attack over the hedgehog, and he gets to search out his Shaddoll fusion. Okay, no problem, since I have both the compulse and the dimensional prison as 2 outs for the fusions. And on top of that, the Kama and Yama, as I said, you can bounce back 1 card with your level 4 from the opponent, so both fusions aren't really that threatening, because you can just bounce them back to the extra deck without triggering their effect. Here I decide to activate the prison. I don't want to lose my monster, and in the end phase is going to be bounce back to my hand. And here the foolish burial, wasn't expecting that. The Falcon definitely changed the flow of the duel in his favor, that is. So my Kama gets bounced back, I normal summon it, my shrine gets 2 counters again, special summon the Yama to the field. Yama with the Get Tester like effect. I cannot activate Kama's effect because he only has the face down card, so I cannot bounce face down cards, only face ups. That would have been much better if you can just bounce back 1 card from the opponent, and then you can attack directly, deal a lot of damage, maybe force an OTK right here. So yeah, the beast is special summoned, beast is triggered, and yeah, here I lose my compulse. That's a big blow. And yeah, as like spirits act, the monsters are bounced back when Kama, your level 4, is normal summoned, and when Yama is special summoned, both are bounced back to the hand in the end phase. So yeah, that's definitely a bummer, because yeah, now I'll leave my field open so he can just attack with his fusion. Normally it's not that big of a problem when he only has a fusion, but that Dark Creator definitely gives him a nice field presence, and that set bottomless, and also the fact that he destroyed my MST, and that I draw my last monster here, my last Kama. It's like drawing your last swap frog from your deck. If you only have like 1 or 2 frogs in your deck and you draw like the last swap, well, it's that same feeling. Because yeah, there were 30 cards, 30 better cards to draw, right? So activate my shrine, search out the Yama, but I know it's game over since my Kama is getting bounced back to the hand, leaving my field wide open. A bit unfortunate, but yeah, that Falcon in the first or second turn twisted the duel in favor of him. Next, heroes with the new support, the Blazeman and so on. Start off with the tanky. Already have the Kama and Yama in hand, and also the Tensu, not that great of opening it, because you obviously want to search with Bear, and he cannot pretty much have a better start than that with his hero lives into the Shadow Mist. So I'm going to force out the mass change for Darklaw. Darklaw is not a threat, although I cannot activate Bear's effect, but it's not a threat because I can just use Kama's effect to bounce it back to the extra deck, which is what I want to do now. So special summon Yama and try to activate Kama's effect to bounce back the Darklaw to the extra deck, but he Phoenix Chains. Okay, no problem, because I can go for Tiger King. Tiger King searches out the Tanky, and Tanky again searches out the Kama for next turn. Here I know that I can activate my Tiger King's effect to negate the Darklaw, because I want to search out, I want to activate my Tanky. But if I would have activated my Tiger King here, my Yama wouldn't have bounced back to my hand. And because I have the Kama in hand, it's just a nice combination to have both. Especially if he fusion summons, and Kama can just send back that fusion monster to the deck. He gets a draw with his fusion monster. With his Nova Master, draws into what is it called, Alias indeed. Only has 1 set card. Draw into Pot of Duality, not a great draw, depending on his back row. So I think the better move is to normal summon the Bear, see if he has any kind of response in the form of Breakthrough Skill or Phoenix Chain. Bear gets in for 18, searches out the Tanky, so that's pretty cool. Activated the Tanky for the Wolf Bark, setting up for next turn. Activate Duality, hopefully some kind of back row. I revealed double Duality, which is terrible, and I don't think I need to explain why I got a warning here. Obviously get that warning. Yeah, with the bear face up and the call. So I know he has a mass change and he will get the surge with the Shadow Mist next turn. Here the Dark Law again is not threatening and I have to look out because yeah, because of the fusions, and I know the hero that can OTK from nowhere. Yeah, can cause unexpected OTKs. But I think I'm forced to warning his Blazeman summon here. But yeah, he has that fusion recovery card, so he can just spam his field right open. And I know it's game over if he has that, what is it called, Adoration? The new, yeah, it's not really new, the Adoration, the fusion hero monster. From the, yeah, that can, I think, reduce the attack from the opponent's monster to 0 depending on the other fusion monsters you have. But anyway, he has absolute 0. And that's not going to yeah, let him go for game, so I can normal summon the Gamma, special summon Yama, then yeah, bounce back the Dark Law with Gamma's effect, yeah, the Dark Law back to the extra deck, go for Wolfbark, go for Archetype, bypassing absolute Zero's effect, try to attack for game, but he can stay alive with the Geminis, yeah, not Gemini, but with Alias. Not going to suicide it with my Gamma, since yeah, it's just going to bounce back to the hand, and I want to keep that synergy alive with both the Yama. And yeah, he draws into a useless wiretap, so that's game over. Sweet. He gets to start. He searches out the Shadow Mist, and that just screams that he already has the, what is it called, yeah, the mass change. So here I obviously cannot activate my duality, and I have to force out a mass change now. So attack into his Shadow Mist. There is the expected mass change for Dark Law. But yeah, as you see in my hand, 3 traps, and all of them are an instant out to Dark Law's effects. So keep the duality in hand, set the 3 back rows, and just wait depending on his, yeah, what he's going to do. Obviously going to finish Shane his Blazeman. I don't want to let him search the polymerization. Maybe you should have kept his wiretap here when he attacked, or yeah, when he's going to attack with his Dark Law, but seeing that he does have that fusion recovery in hand, he yeah, definitely wanted to get that polymerization as quickly as possible to his hand. And here, that's the reason why nobody expects Mirror Force in the main deck, so that's the reason why a main deck, I think, yeah, run Mirror Force. Because yeah, there are a lot of players that forget that Mirror Force is still a card. So activate duality first, just, yeah, maybe I can get that MST from the top of my deck, and luckily I have that MST, so that clears the way for Bear. Bear attacks for 16 and searches out the Tenki, so that's all good. And because I have the Yama in hand, I search out the Gamma, so I have that lovely combination already set up. So if I draw the Shrine here, the continuous spell, I'm pretty much set to go. I think I have Prison set, so I have a pretty strong setup against heroes. I think he's going for the Shining, not that great of a move, but I think he has to, because of the Bear, he needs to attack over the Bear. Fortunately for him, I have the Prison, and yeah, he's going to activate his Fusion Recovery, but he passes with an open field, and this is a game over, because I can yeah, just normal summon my Gamma and special summon the Yama, get in for a lot of damage, and yeah, end the game with Gagaga Cowboy dealing, I think, yeah, he ends with 600 life points, and yes, get that Tenki. So at this moment, I think, yeah, the Fire Fist engine is definitely a nice add-on to the deck. Yeah, he's left with 700 life points, so Cowboy can finish the game. So pew pew GG. Okay, the last duel against Satellarknights, and I know Satellarknights, if they open with DNAP, I think it's pretty much game over, since the deck has so many ways to abuse DNAP, and yeah, compared to how the Hermit Yukai archetype is at the moment, I don't think it's really that, yeah, it definitely has a hard time to compete with tier 1, that is. So here I know, because of Call of the Haunted and the gazillion traps the Satellarknights deck plays, I think it's just better to random MST 2 of his back rows. That leaves him with, I believe, yeah, 1 out, the Emptiness, which is not useful against the Bear. So attack over his DNAP, search out the Tenki, and with Tenki, I believe, search out another Bear. Yeah, but that Tensu also already on the field to give me an extra normal summon, but there is the Altair, and Altair is going to get Ragnar 0 to the field, also again a big threat, since yeah, he can just destroy my monsters because of the continuous spells and get some draws in the process. Here I know I have to lure out his last negate, and I think it was better to go for what is it called? The Gamma first. Yeah, try to activate, or at least, yeah, lure out Ragnar Zero's effect here so he can destroy my Gamma. And then we would have been able to normal summon Bear, pop the Ragnar Zero and attack directly. But here, he said in the chat that his Ragnar Zero wasn't able to activate when I normal summon Bear. So that's why I go into the battle phase, like triggering his Ragnar Zero, so he was able to activate Zero's effect. Since, yeah, you would always activate Bear's effect on a summon. So that's why I went to the battle phase there, just a glitch on DevPro. So yeah, here maybe I should have activated Dimensional Prison on the Ragnar Zero, but yeah, in the end it didn't really matter, since I already drew the Yama, a second Yama, which is dead in the hand if you don't yeah, have the Gamma, the level 4, and especially when he has Vanity's Emptiness. Vanity's Emptiness is that Floodgate card is just so stupid at the moment. Pretty much every deck is maining like 2 or 3. And yeah, as expected, there is the Delta levels, so we can just, yeah, deck for game. But yeah, as I said in the beginning of the duel, I think, yeah, Satellarknights is pretty much an impossible matchup, since they can abuse Deneb, gain a lot of card advantage. But yeah, anyway, good game. So quickly, yeah, the deck list. As said, at this moment I don't think the deck is really that good with the Pendulum mechanic in it, since you have to run yeah, both their Pendulum monster and something else like the Foucault's Magical Stone. That's not really beneficial, since it's very fragile. It can easily be destroyed by your opponent's MSTs and so on, leaving you crippled. So at this moment I think it's just better to run the standard Gamma and Yama combination with yeah, the Fire Fist engine and the Traptrix engine, which is solid. It boosts up your rank 4 Exceed plays and searches out, yeah, back row and protection against Exciternite and so on. I think that's it. I think I pretty much covered everything. So hopefully this archetype will get more support, and if you get more support for this archetype, I will definitely review them again. Okay guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Beat them signing out. Peace.